Hi, I'm Jade, and I had a few thoughts. I know it's been a while since I put a video up here, but so many things weighing on my mind. I don't always know how to arrange them, and today's no exception to that at all. I want to speak about what it means to me to be a member of the human race. I feel like I have a responsibility to make the world a better place, to leave each place, each person, each situation a little better than I found it. But that starts with myself. And I feel like it might be oversimplified, but the answer to the majority, if not all, of our problems in society, whether you're in the United States or Canada or Argentina or wherever else, is that we have to start working on ourselves, and we have to start being accountable for bringing our best self forward. I feel like the cliche hurt people is overlooked, and I understand that some people find it to be spiritual bypassing the things that I'm gonna say, and that's okay. You're entitled to your opinion. But I have legitimately spent my entire adulthood looking at how to be a better person, how to strengthen my weaknesses and share my strengths. So it's okay if you're not at the same place I am. That's not to say that where I am is more evolved than you or it's better than you somehow. It's just how I feel. I feel like my job is to be my best self and to bring that everywhere I go. And that doesn't mean that I tell people what they want to hear. When they're wounded and they're screaming in pain, I want to listen. I want to be that safe space to hear that and to hold them and to understand that this is one moment. This is one moment, and it will not define them. Just like one moment in my life doesn't define me. I'm so tired of people judging other people. And judging their mothering abilities and mom shaming, judging the way their body looks, and fat shaming, judging their occupation and their bank account and their relationships and their child rearing skills and how long their grass is. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. Take care of you. Do you. Do you. Do the best you can do. That's where all of this has to start. Because until we can get a society that holds itself to a higher accountability of being their best selves, nothing will ever change. Nothing will ever change. Fight fire with fire, and we just have more fire. We have to have people who are willing to hold spaces of love so that the people who have not been heard can speak up and start to heal. And then we can change the world. Wounded people do not create a healed world. That's just not possible. It's just not possible, and we're looking at that. We're looking at that in COVID. We're looking at that in race relations. We're looking at that in unemployment. We're looking at that. We're looking at that. This situation is showing us the worst that humanity has to offer, and we are not changing that face anytime soon. Not with these actions, we're not. Stop telling other people how to show up and start showing up as your best self, whatever that means. And that doesn't mean you're justified to act out in a crazy, stupid, ignorant manner because you're hurt or because you're scared. There's no excuse for being less than your best self. And if you don't know how to do it, there are plenty of models around. Plenty of models around. Pick up a book by Ayanna Van Zandt or Maya Angelou. Pick up a book by Brené Brown. Start listening to women and not the patriarchy. It is time for some feminine yin energy to start the healing. We don't need women acting like men. We just don't. We don't need females. And that's not even really a gender thing. We just don't need more masculine energy. It's not that it's bad, it's out of balance. It's completely out of balance. We need some quiet healing time, and I feel like that's what COVID was trying to set in motion for us, was to sit back and start doing some yin. Stop doing and start being. Stop judging and start loving. Unconditionally accepting. And unconditionally accepting does not mean you accept bad behavior. It means you accept that person. Accept that person and ask them to change their behavior. And if they don't want to change their behavior, you don't have to be in a relationship with them. You can still love them from afar. Take what's going on today. I do not accept rioting. I think rioting is bad behavior. But I absolutely accept every one of those individuals. And I hope that they're doing the best that they can, even though I can see that this is not their best selves. A very good friend of mine, Brian Thompson, has a wonderful program called Be Fit, Be New for Life. And he emphasizes every day how important it is to do Qigong energy work. And the whole world would be a better place if they listened to Brian. He and I come from two different perspectives on energy, and I really love that. It's why I value his friendship. Spending time every day plugging in and focusing energy, healing energy on yourself automatically changes the world. In fact, it is the only thing that ever will. It really is. It's the only thing that ever will. We have to start healing ourselves before we can heal anything else. I've just seen it go awry so often. And I want so much better for my brothers and sisters of the human race than what we're experiencing now. Maybe I'm naive. Maybe I am spiritually bypassing. I just know that at the end of my life, I want to look back and say I enjoyed the journey. It hasn't been easy. I mean, I don't expect that going forward it's going to be any easier. But I love it. I love the way I face challenges in my life. I love the way I feel when I make sure that I connect to Mother Earth and nature and spirit every day. I love the way my life unfolds then. doesn't mean that bad things don't happen. It doesn't mean that I don't have challenges or experiences that are very uncomfortable. I've had a lifetime of uncomfortable. I've also had pain in that life. I'll take uncomfortable over pain any day. I had less pain after I started working on healing myself. I had less encounters with people who hurt me when I started focusing on healing myself. I don't know who this message is for. I don't know who it's going to resonate with, and I know that there'll be some that will be dissonant with it. I hope that if you can't hear this message today, that somewhere down the line you get it and you start paying attention to your own pain and healing your own wounds, and then work on the pain and the wounds of your family, and then on your friends, and then on your community. Because not only are we a drop in the ocean, but we are the ocean in every drop. That's from Rumi, my favorite poet. But it's so true. Even Maisie agrees. This has to stop. This is not a world I want to be a part of. It's really not. And so the best I can do is change the world I'm living in. I think that's all for now. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I love you. Each and every one of you. And I wish I could love you into loving yourselves and healing those wounds. Because on the other side of that is the life that you deserve.